An experienced climber from Colorado Springs has set all sorts of records in recent years, but Rachel Jones faced her biggest hurdle yet, becoming the first woman to ever conquer 1,000 inclines in a year. Lindsay Grew with more.
The Manitou Incline, 2,768 steps of agony or fun, depending on who you ask. Most people living in its shadow at least want to do it once. Then you have those people who come out here again and again, doing doubles, doing triples, even 22 times in a day.
In 2021, Rachel Jones set out to join one of the incline's most exclusive groups, the 500 Club, that rarefied group of incliners who have completed 500 laps in a year. But when that proved too easy, she decided to try something only a few others ever had.
There's a really small club called the 1,000 Club, and only 3 people have ever done it 1,000 times within a year. All men, all phenomenal, incredible, strong men. And I just felt like, why not? And I wanted something that would push me more, that would stretch me more, that I would have to sacrifice more.
She never guessed how much more. Rachel's journey to 1,000 started in December 2021. She would have 365 days to complete her goal. She faced the usual hurdles early on, sometimes having to fit as many as 8, 10, 12 inclines in a day around a full-time job and being a mom to a teenager. Then, with less than 4 months to go.
And my body was just starting to feel run down, and I'm thinking maybe I'm overdoing it. I don't know what's going on. Come to find out, end of September, I discovered that I'm pregnant.
Rachel was thrilled.
But the timing was just not ideal, obviously.
So she spoke to her doctor.
Because I had already hiked so much leading up to the beginning of my pregnancy, my body was accustomed to continue going. So she was fully on board with me continuing. But I'd need to work around my symptoms of the first trimester, which were brutal.
Rachel dug deep within herself to finish those 1,000 laps.
Doing these slower laps and it being harder, it was kind of a really neat and humbling experience to end in that way, to not end feeling like I'm my strongest and fastest and on top of the world. Instead, I felt like when I started in the beginning. It was a really cool feeling.
And outside of her family, no one knew she was climbing for 2 until that very last day.
I took kinesio tape and I wrote 19 weeks on my belly with the tape. And when I got to the top, I lifted my shirt up and showed everyone and kind of announced, hey, I'm pregnant, I've been pregnant.
And before she's even born, her little girl is already quite the incliner herself.
Of the 1,003 laps that I hiked, she was with me for 440 of them.